What is going on, everybody? Happy to have everybody here. It is Friday. We have made it to the end of the week. What's going on, man? Yes,
Get
let's
it.
get it. That is right. But yeah, man, it is Friday. It's 5 o'clock. That means one thing, man. Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
What? It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Cheers, man. Uh, nice little shot of whiskey to get that or to get the show going.
Get the people going.
That is right. Yes, got my main man Joe here with me. What is up, man?
Very good day, man. Oh, guess what? Did we cash another POD or parlay of the day?
We sure did.
Dude, this is a fun thing to do, man.
What was yesterday's? It was plus 266, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, out of the 4 days we're doing the show this week, we've actually hit it 3 times. So yeah, if you've been tailing that, you're sitting nice on the week, and then actually tonight we still have one more. Sorry guys, give me 1 second. Just trying to get this shared out. But yeah, today we're going to go over a little bit of everything. That's what I'm thinking. We got some NBA, got some baseball, um, got some Final Four. Yep, Josh just said it right there. Got to talk about these Final Four games. Yep, we're gonna do a little bit of that also. Josh is definitely good. Definitely good to see you, man. Whew, that shot is getting to me there. Oh, gosh. But yeah, man, let's go ahead and get into it. Starting off, let's do a little baseball first.
All right.
Let's go this, man. I don't even really want to talk about it, but let's go this Marlins and Braves game. Uh, Braves are laying a big number here, minus 250 on the money line, total 7.5. Um, for me, I'm going to be really quick here on actually this one. Far as this number, it actually makes sense to me. I mean, as far as in the model, I have this in the minus. It was minus 260 something. So I mean, the number to me makes sense. Um, but obviously the Braves have obviously not won a game yet. Um, so I really I can't back them. Well, I cannot back them at this type of price. Just until I see them actually win a win a game. Because really, the only way to play them here is either to play them on the run line, which you're still having to lay a price, or either back them first five. There's really how I wanted to play this game. Was the first five at the actual run line there, but you're laying a pretty hefty price still there. So for me, I had to pass. But I do think the Braves get the job done and they do get their first win. But Joe, I think you had something here.
I had a strikeout prop. Uh,
Okay.
like you just said, the Braves haven't won. My guy Max Meyer, that's who I'm targeting today. I guess Pittsburgh, he looked amazing. The dude had 7 Ks. Looking at the Atlanta hitters historically, they were second in K rank as far as like
Yeah.
batters allowed to the right hand pitcher. They were second. Looking at today's lineup, they have 4 guys who are over 30% in a K rate, and they have another guy that's 24%. Historically, the Braves they swing for the damn fences and high risk, high reward. So 5 Ks, that seems like a small number. So go ahead and let me take that 5 Ks.
Like it. Yeah, that definitely makes sense. And actually, yeah, Max there, he has some good stuff.
And breaking ball, 35
Yeah,
K
I was
rate.
about to say, still waiting for him to put it all to like together, really.
Yeah.
But he definitely has some actually really good stuff. He's from out of Florida, I'm pretty sure. Um, But yeah, let me get this going here. But yeah, so next up to the Dodgers and the Phillies game. Joe, I'm gonna let you lead off here.
All right, so Dodgers Phillies. Give me 2 seconds to pull up my notes. I'll keep this light. Dodgers are 8-0, following the trend. I'm gonna pretty much bet it until they lose. Yes, Philly is 5-1, but I don't really respect their wins the same. Three of them came to Atlanta, who hasn't won a game. So I'm gonna weigh the Dodgers a little heavier. The Dodgers just I'm on the Dodgers. Long story short, it's a client play. I'm telling you, really, but 8-0, I gotta tell it. So that's where we at.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, this is something where, as far as the Dodgers, we have been on them in some way every single game so far. So this is one of those trends, actually, like I talk about all the time, where you're just gonna ride it here. But I'm actually showing value on this game also, so that just makes it a very solid play for me here. I have them priced in the -160 range here. Um, so I don't really get it. The past few games, the value on the Dodgers has still been there. That's kind of crazy after how good of a start they've had. Plus, just with how good of a team actually everybody knows they are. I'm surprised that we're still getting prices like this. I'm just gonna let you know. Give this a couple weeks and on to the season, you're gonna be you're gonna be seeing run line prices that you're not even gonna want to play because you're gonna have to be
Yeah.
laying so much juice. Like you're
Minus
gonna have to be
40s, 50s on the run line.
right, exactly. So you need to play them, at actually these actually prices here. Um, you know, hit a few comments here really quick.
Yeah, I'm not going against that type of momentum. Philly has a 5-1 record, but I mean, three of them are to Colorado, who I don't respect at all as a baseball team, and then two, they split with Washington. So hold that as you must. The Dodgers are just, yeah, nah, I'm not going against that.
Yeah.
So
J-Bo's in the chat. What's up, man? And we know that you love the Dodgers. You come in here and say it every day. And we love them too, man. We love them too.
right. The Dodgers love me back. If you look at my
Yeah,
slips,
yeah, but yeah, as far as this game, just to dive in a little bit further though, yeah, as far as the Phillies, like Joe was saying, um, they actually are 5-1. Um, but man, some of the matchups they've had, and then actually weather correlating with that, they've had some matchups where they just should have smashed. Like, I mean, their offense should have done so well, and they just haven't. They've been able to get guys on base, but
they
then just can't get them in.
bro, Phillies and the Yankees both did that to me so much last year. They leave so many damn people on base. So
Yeah, and so I mean, yes, they've technically had a good start to the season, but I definitely need to see a lot more there. And then the Dodgers, this actually lineup is just so good and it's just so deep. Actually, one actually through nine.
yeah,
And what I like about this team is, as far as the pitchers that they go against, they're either going to get to them first, just off right actually at the start of the game, or either they're going to make that starter throw a bunch and actually get him out of the game.
right.
And then actually the bullpen, once they start getting into that bullpen, they score runs then. So it doesn't matter. And we've seen this every single game so far is, they're going to find a way to get runs. It may be early, it might be late. But yeah, the lineup is just so good.
Hey, shout out to my gambling buddy Otani. Like that walk off home run saved my parlay last time. So shout out to him.
Right. I hear you there. But yeah, guys, for me, not really going to go into this in much more depth. I've lost if I could say, but not really gonna spend too much time here. Let's go ahead and switch over to the NBA really, really quick here. Um, let's get a little Suns and Celtics action. I'm going to let you start this one out, man.
All right, so we all know what's going on. If you like the Celtics, you can damn near bet any Celtic prop today, and I'm on board with it. Far as like, if you want to bet the Celtics in the first half, if you want to bet the team total over, that is my favorite play on this game. I think the Celtics scored well over 120 today. Looking at the Phoenix Suns, who refuse to play defense in the last 5 games, they've allowed 133, 148, 124, 132. That was against Boston. And they were at home and they allowed that. And 106 to the Bucks. So like to me, and there's no KD. So there's no body that's going to become protect the rim. It's going to be a layup capital. The Celtics, who don't really do layups, they do play team ball, and I see this game getting out of control. I'm not willing to lay a 15-point spread when I don't have to. That team total is far too low. The Suns don't play any defense. The Celtics, they're at home. We all know what happens with the Lucky on the logo. Anybody can drop threes from anywhere. My favorite player prop in this one is Derek White, over 24 and a half PRAs. That dude is Mr. Consistent. In his last, 10 games, he's 90% above this line. We also have a Jaylen Brown who may not go. He's a game time decision. And if he doesn't go, Derek White props shoot up even more. So favorite prop, Derek White over 24 and a half PRA. Favorite play on this game is a Celtics full game team total over 121.
Like it. Like it. Got a lot of comments here. I'm going to go back to these as soon as I break this game down.
All right.
I see y'all in the chat. Yes, we will get to y'all in just a minute here. Sorry, I have to. I just have to put up that one there.
Hell yeah.
Chavo, but anyway, this game here, Celtics are coming off that loss to the Heat. That's that was I mean, like, we actually talked that game down. Remember, I can't talk right now.
Yeah.
We actually broke that game down, and we said that was a Heat spot. It definitely was. I did not expect them to win the way that they did.
I didn't expect them to win at all.
Right. So, I mean, as far as the Celtics go, that was not a good loss. I mean, actually, what were they? 10.5-point faves there?
Yeah. 10.5-point favorites. And they lost by 20 something.
Yeah. So that's just a bad loss. And, I've done this all season long. The Celtics coming off the loss, they're a team that I want to bet on. I do like a lot of things that Joe said as far as their team total over, because the Suns, as far as their defense, we've been talking about it now for the past 2 weeks or so. Defense, they're just not playing much, and especially on the road. On the road, defense for them just for some reason just goes out the window. Like, they just give up points. But I'm going to play this one a little bit differently. Give me the Celtics first half team total over. You can get that at 59.5 currently still. For me, that actually is a play. I'm kind of worried a little bit about the full game. I feel like this game could actually get out of hand early, really quick. And then actually backups and just kind of taking your foot off the gas. I'm just a little worried about that.
But that's what I thought about that too, right? But then I looked at who the backups were. That Connect dude, that Luke Connect, he's been getting in the playoff form, so they haven't been slowing down. They haven't been taking their foot off the gas. Peyton Pritchard, he's the leader of the second squad. And then what is that boy name? Oh God. Was it Sam Hauser? He's been balling lately. So I looked at the second unit and I said, damn, even if the starters come out in the third, that second unit, it won't be that much that they need to do to hit that 120 team total. Like,
So anyway, yeah, it definitely seems like we're on the same page here. We're actually just going about it a little, just a little different way here. But yeah, basically, we like the Celtics to have to have a good game and definitely to like put up points here. Um, Going to hit a few comments here. Um, pardon, pardon my Jay, appreciate this. Really appreciate that. Looks like Jabo has been hitting a few few baseball bets here. Yeah, that actually Red Sox game was crazy. That game went like over in like the second or like third. Um, they're scoring runs like actually crazy there.
didn't they beat up on the Cardinals?
Do what?
Who did they play? Didn't they beat up on my Cardinals?
Cardinals, yeah.
Yeah.
Joe, I'm gonna let you answer this one here. What does the Celtics money situation look like?
The
Yeah,
Celtics they're pretty top heavy with Tatum and Brown, so they're really top heavy. Everyone else, they love the atmosphere and they're bought into it, and they're on below minimum. They're on below what they're worth deals. In my opinion, it's gonna come down to Porzingis and Drew Holiday. I don't see a world where they keep both of them. And if I was the Celtics, as much as I love Drew, and Drew is the better player of the two, you have to keep Porzingis because he gives you more versatility and he gives you better spacing than Drew Holiday does. Drew is an NBA champion on multiple teams, so his resume, he's gonna get a lot more money in the open market versus Porzingis, who has an injury history. So I mean, I'd take Porzingis. I'd keep Porzingis and I'd trade Drew if it were me. But that's what it comes down to. Derek White, he's already well off. He's cool. He's one of those minimalist type guys. So he doesn't really need all the money in the world, which is why I say it comes to Drew and Porzingis.
I got you there. What do you think of this? Because I know we like to talk about a lot of things actually like this. Do you actually think the Celtics' second unit might be better than the Wizards?
Than the injured Wizards, yes.
Well, okay, yeah.
Bro, the Wizards got some ballers on their squad in the second unit. Like, they got Marcus Smart, NBA champion from the Celtics. They got what's that dude? Chris Middleton, mid-range killer. Alexander Sarr, he's going to be the next name you talk about in the next 2 or 3 years. The Wizards they got a couple players, but bro, the Wizards, honestly, they never recovered since John Wall. When they gave John Wall and Bradley Beal all that damn money and leveraged their future on them, I don't know what the hell they were thinking. Maybe they were too caught up doing the Dougie, but they never bounced back from that. They've just been a shit show ever since, for lack of better words. But it looks like they have a solid coach, because the Wizards, they did have a couple things this year. They beat the Denver Nuggets outright in Denver. Like, they had a couple. If you go back and look at the Wizards roster, like, they had a couple wins, you'll be like, whoa, wait a minute, what? Like, so when they are healthy, the Wizards are just never healthy this year. So, but when they are healthy, they are a team that can cover spreads. So,
yeah.
But yes, the second unit of the Celtics might be better than the Wizards right now. I do agree.
I mean, yeah. I mean, what we're saying is, yeah, the Celtics, yeah, the Celtics are just good.
I take it a step further and say Duke is currently better than the Wizards. Hey,
that'd be an interesting topic to really sit down and dive into,
bro. Right now, I got way too many weapons, bro. Age don't matter when it comes to putting the ball in the hole, man.
Yeah. Aiden, I see your comment there. We're gonna go on to the next game really quick, and if we have some time, we will come back to that one there. Next thing we're talking about is the Nuggets and the Warriors. Nuggets are currently one or either a 1.5 point favorite, total of 236. This line has flipped. The Warriors started out as the favorite here. I'm going to keep this one really uh, not simple is not the right word. Quick though. um, I want for some reason I just want to back the Warriors so bad because they've been playing so well, and this is a game that they definitely need. So actually, if this was not a back to back,
There you
I
go.
I
That's
probably would. But with the game last night, um, this is tough. But the thing that gets me here also is the Warriors has lost to this team 9 straight times. Okay,
yeah.
so the Warriors are actually a pretty good team, right? So when you've lost to another team like this 9 straight times, that just means that there's a matchup that just does not suit you. And the Warriors they just don't have the size. And actually that's what I think it comes down to here. Denver is also they are actually off of two. Yeah. They've actually lost their past actually two actually games here. To me, this is a tough game. Like I said, I really just wanted to back the Warriors here. But everything so much points to the Denver way. I just can't do it. What I do like here is the Joker stat line of his actually points plus his rebounds. You can get that at 40 and a half. I actually like that one over. Um, as actually far as his PRAs, I was looking there, but then actually Joe actually brought up to me. Um, as actually like as far as his assists go against Golden State, he doesn't really get as like many. It seems like they just let him score.
They play the passing
You
lanes.
want to go into that? Yeah.
Yeah. So the Warriors, the strategy against Jokic that they've done is they play the passing lane because they're smaller. They have a better chance at stealing the pass versus stop blocking his shot. So it's that light.
Yeah. So for me, that actually prop, that is how I am going to look here. Joe, do you have anything here?
To me, this is a Denver spot, but I don't know. I'm not playing it. I like the Warriors. I think the Warriors can pull this off. They need this game a lot more than Denver does.
Yeah.
And then there's also this world where you have to ask the qualitative question, right? Is Jokic human? He dropped a 61, 20, and 20 triple-double and lost in a double overtime. How did he respond? He did not play the next game. And if I lost, because they had the game won, and Russell Westbrook did a damn layup because his engine is so fast, he didn't stop and think. And Christian Brown is just as guilty because he gave Westbrook the ball. Like Brian was like, or he was like, yo, my bad. Like, so Russ was already like, if you throw an alley oop to Shaq, don't get mad when he dunked that shit. Like, you know what's coming if you throw a oop to Shaq or Giannis. You know they're gonna dunk it. So Russ was on a fast track mind. And to me, how Jokic responded, like none of the starters played the game after, right? The coach, in my opinion, Denver's coach, Malone, will outcoach Kerr under a fucking couch, drink him out the bar, whatever you want to say. Steve Kerr is my most hated coach in the NBA right now. He just did something idiotic against the Lakers. Clutch moment. Steph Curry had the ball. He passes it to Draymond for a wide open layup. Steph saw it. Dre saw it. Had his ass been looking at the court, he would have saw it because Golden State, you could tell that they worked on that play and Dre just sprinkled down the middle and it was so perfect. And I retweeted it on my timeline if you guys want to see it in live motion, why I'm upset. And Kerr called timeout and took points off the board. Like, he used to take Steph Curry out the game when he was hot, and everybody that played basketball know, don't do that. If a shooter is in the zone, you let his ass shoot until he misses. Like, even a kid playing 2K can tell you that. But yeah, either way, Malone and the Nuggets have the size and the coaching advantage over the Warriors. So, looking at the last game where they lost to the San Antonio Spurs, they basically said, hey, Russ, you got the energy, run, do whatever the hell you want to do, make it competitive. And Russ had 30 points and they still lost. So Russ is going to give you Russ 100% of the time, right? But the Denver Nuggets, in my opinion, they rested. They've had 3 days where their starters haven't played. Golden State is coming off of a back-to-back. So they have the rest advantage, the coach advantage, and the size advantage. It's like, God damn. And this line is still only -1.5. To me, it screams Nuggets, but the Warriors need this game so much more. And they didn't have Jimmy buckets when they lost those 9 games in a row. And Jimmy is a difference maker. If you guys watched that game yesterday, look at the box score and look at the game. It's 2 different things. If you look at the box score, you'll say, Jimmy didn't do shit yesterday. But if you watch the game, you would know anytime that game got close, Jimmy did what needed to be done. Whether it was something that doesn't show on the box sheet, like box LeBron James out or box somebody out, when to make a foul. There are smart times to make fouls, or just whatever needed to be done. Like, make the right pass, make the right read, facilitate, flow the offense. He did all of that. And the reason why it doesn't show up is because if somebody passes to Jimmy, he passes to someone, and then now that person's open. Well, the defense rotate and charge to that person, and they make the extra pass. And now who's ever the extra pass has a wide open, can take their time 3-point shot versus, Jimmy getting the assist. He really didn't, but he should have, because it was the assist of an assist. Does that make sense? So that's why a lot of his stats aren't there. But if you saw the game, you saw how Jimmy made the difference. He also knows how to live at the free throw line if he has to. The Nuggets are 25th. They give up the 25th most points in the NBA inside of the paint. Guess where Jimmy lives? Inside of the paint. So to me, Jimmy makes the difference in this game. I love the Warriors in this spot, but I'm going to wait till live, and I'm going to live bet the Warriors because they will get down probably, and I'm going to take points because they're already the underdog. So if you wait until the game tips, at any point, if they get to 4, that's when I'm going to take it, because I do think they win outright, but I am going to wait until I see a 4, and then I'll blindly bet it.
I definitely feel you there. Chat, as far as the questions stuff, keep them coming. We have actually quite a few to actually get to. But after this next game, we're going to go through and actually go through all those. I am going to address one of them currently. Jabo, Curry and Butler are questionable. Like actually Joe was just saying, the Warriors really need this game. I'm expecting them to play, but also the whole damn other team is also questionable. They literally have everybody on
or the 5 starters are on the questionable list for Denver. I think they show up this game because none of them have like serious injuries. I personally think Aaron Gordon goes ape shit. That's my favorite prop in this game. Aaron Gordon over 25.5 PRAs. I'll get it out later. But also, one of the reasons why I was waiting till live is because I would know if Curry and Butler were in the game. So thank you, J-Bo. Always on point for that.
I would be shocked if one of them sat, though. I really would.
If Butler sat, that would confirm something's really wrong with him and he's hurt and he's playing through it. That would make sense because he only activated playoff Jimmy when he needed to. So the rest of the time he was just, chilling. But when Steph needed a break, that's when he stepped up and did what needed to be done. They don't have an answer for Aaron Gordon. I think they're 27th in the NBA. The Warriors' weakness is the power forward position. So because they don't have the size, they typically put Draymond at the 5, which he's the shortest damn 5 in the NBA probably. But that is their weakness, the power forward.
All right, guys. I see a bunch of questions, but like I said, we're going to talk about one other game really quick, and actually, then we're going to go through and actually hit all those other questions for you guys. Let's talk a little Final Four action. I have the Houston and Duke game pulled up here, but let's actually talk the other game first. Florida and actually Auburn, guys. To me, um, if you're like looking at actually like stats, um, yeah, just like all of the stats, this like game is as even as you can possibly get. So if you're looking at it just from that point of like view, and you want to, I mean, because Auburn is plus actually 2.5 points. So I mean, like if you want to take them, like I can totally understand why. If actually you're just looking like stats. For me, I see this game a little bit different though. Um, to me, Florida has had those close games. They've had a game, like just the last game. Actually, like they like looked out of it, man. Like they like looked like they were about to lose. Like actually, I thought that they were gonna lose. And they actually like Clayton took over the game and did what had to be done, and he made those shots when they had to be made.
Yeah.
You know, so and then also as far as actually UConn, there was also another tough game. That one I believe was a 2-point win for them.
Yep, 77-75. Yep.
Yeah, so they've had two games where they've had to kind of like pass that test. And as far as actually Auburn goes, Auburn hasn't. They have not been tested whatsoever. Film room, yeah.
Facts.
Clayton is awesome, man.
Facts.
He definitely is. But to me, I mean, that like last game, I think they only won by 6. That game was not a 6-point game. That they had that game in the bag. That was not as close as that score actually made it seem.
It shouldn't have been that close.
No.
Shouldn't have been that close.
So like for like me, I mean, yes, Florida, they have been tested because they played a bad game. I mean, like, and actually that's like why they were tested.
But see, the important, I'm on Florida too, but the important thing is they found a way to win. That's the team that has that dog, that's who I'm backing every time. Like, I don't like people with the records and stats. Give me that dog, because that's a qualitative factor. I know what it looks like when you were getting belt to ass treatment in that UConn game. That did not look good. I thought they were going to get beat, but they ended up. I think that was the prop. So I had a Clayton prop where his point was at 16.5. He had like 2 in the first half, and then ended up putting up 20 in the second half. And I'm like, God, who is this dude? So like when I started watching, I'm like, oh, he got that dog in him. Yeah, I'm rocking with him. So until they fall off, man, give me somebody that's battle tested every day of the week. I like battle tested over stats and trends and all that. So
yeah,
I'm just gonna keep playing that dog.
Yeah, I'm on the exact same page here, because that's the only, like I said, to me, is you have to look and figure out, you just got to go a little further than like just stats and actually this game, and that's the only thing that I can find that really separates these actual teams. Well, that, and I just like this like Florida team more. I mean, like I honestly do. So yeah, that's where I'm going there. But let's get into this Houston and the Duke game. This is a very interesting game to actually me. Because as far as the model goes, as far as my model goes, as far as Ken Palm, as far as like a few other ones go that I know of, they have this as actually a 1-point game. So that makes me feel a little weird. When basically everybody has this as an actual 1-point game, and then you see the line at 5 or actually like 5.5. But to me, the line makes it just makes a lot of sense here. Houston's good. really actually like as far as Houston defense is absolutely great. But as far as the offense goes, that there's where they kind of lack. And Duke is they're just a great team. They are such a well balanced team. Um, they can score the ball. I mean, just plain and simple, they can score. So yes, Houston's definitely going to slow them down. I mean, like they like definitely are, um, but they're not going to stop them though. They can beat you in so many ways, and they just literally don't have enough guys on the court to be able to stop everybody. And that's what it comes down to here. And to me, Houston just literally will not be able to score enough points to actually keep up here. Duke, like I said, they're like size. That's a big advantage here. Duke is a very long team. Houston's not. Um, and so yeah, I know everybody thinks Houston can keep this one close, and actually, they actually might. I mean, actually, Houston is a good team. I mean, as far as the model, mine, a bunch of other people's, they all this is a super close game. I just from watching them, I mean, I actually went and watched Duke live here. Um, that was last week. I, I just don't see it. I just I like see a Duke win here. And I would most likely say that was by more than 5 points. Joe, do you have anything here?
So you know where I live.
Okay.
This is like a trap. So for me, for those who don't know, I live in Houston. There's something about the city of Houston and people that live in it. You become naive, blind, delusional, whatever you want to call it. In my opinion, we have not had the Cinderella story in the March Madness. We have not had that. Wait, they beat them moment, in my opinion. And I think I'm gonna take Houston plus the points. Like that's my lean. I'm never gonna play that, but I just think Houston keeps it within 6, just because. Like again, this does not go with the trends. This is not. This is a personal opinion because I live here and I am delusional because it is Houston. I will tell you all of that up front. I'm not gonna hide it, sugarcoat it. But I think we're gonna get a very close game. And a lot of people, like the man who has nothing to lose, zero expectations. Nobody expects that man to win. That's the guy that I like betting on. Like I said, we just haven't had that what the hell upset yet. And I think this is the only spot where it might happen. But will I bet it? Hell no. Like, because in a normal world, I do think Duke wins by 10. But we just, like I said, we haven't had that what the fuck moment yet. Like March Madness is like March Sanity right now. So this is the only thing that I don't know. Like if I had to bet it, I would bet Duke minus the 5.5. But I just, like I said, we haven't had that WTF moment. And this feels like it because the entire world is on Duke and laying the points. So I don't know.
These are both games where I mean, like y'all know actually which actually sides like I'm like on now. And actually, by the way, I've actually not bet actually either of these games. I have told you the sides I'm going to be on. I don't know how I'm playing those yet. So I don't know if I'm going to be playing some money lines or the money line mixed with something else, or either actually like a team total. Like I've actually just told y'all the sides that I like here. But with both of these games, I can see the reasons of actually why people are actually on the other sides though.
You,
So
I off myself into a bet. Go ahead. I'll let you finish.
but no, this is one of those. These are both games where I'm not going to be like, oh, actually, wow, like you were on that. That was such a that was such a dumb play. Like these are not those type of games. These are actually lines where I can definitely see the other side. But yeah, go ahead, Joe.
The bet that I just talked myself into is Houston on the money line in the first half. Duke knows they're the superior team. They have the arrogance. And if you're going to give me plus 163 for a team that they know they have nothing to lose, I think Houston comes out firing. because that's the only chance of hell that you have is to come out and jump on Duke early and try to hope your defense could hold the lead in the second half. Like that's the only game script that I see potentially might work. So plus 163 for the first half for Houston. Duke hasn't been like a real first half team, in my opinion. That second half, though, like they let you know that they're Duke, and you're clearly not who you think you are. Like they give you hope and then take it away. That's what I get from Duke. So Houston on the money line the first half plus 163.
That's one that I can see just because the games that actually Duke have played so far, they've actually been like higher paced games. Yep. And that's just played into everything that they want to do fine. They're just going to beat you up. I mean, they're going to score a shit ton of points. This Houston team, they're going to really slow things down. Mm-hmm. And that's where I could see in the first half definitely being close. I could definitely say it just because it's going to be such a different game.
Type of game.
Right. You know, so that's where I could definitely see them being the first half. And I mean, for everybody that actually doesn't know, I am a big Duke fan. So like of course, like I would love to see them just go out here and win it, start to finish. But I would not mind seeing them down in the first half because I would love to be able to get a live play on actually them.
I was thinking that. I'm like, I'm a hammer Houston in the first half of plus 163. And like, even if they tie, I get my money back. If they win, I want a really juicy play. And I'm definitely going to take whatever I win and flip it and put it on Duke to cover whatever the spread is in the second half. Like, that's not even close because that spread will be lower than 5.5. It'll probably be like 2.5, 3. And that's when I'm going to hammer Duke. So that's like a Joel strategy, parlay type, whatever. So that's definitely what I'm doing.
All right, we got the play of the day and the parlay coming up next. Just going to hit a few comments here, and just since we actually were talking about Duke, eight actually thinks that actually Duke would actually be the worst team in the NBA.
Not just the worst. You could add probably the bottom 5. Honestly, it's like
that would be interesting.
Think about it. Charlotte, they beat the hell out of Charlotte. The Wizards. The injured Wizards, they would beat the hell out of them. The Spurs right now, they would beat them. There's no Wemby and Fox. They would beat them. Let's see. That's just 3 off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Honestly, I see them beating the Suns right now without KD. Shit. They not playing defense.
I'd say the Suns.
You gonna let them rain threes? Oh, yeah. You playing in the Duke side? Bro, honestly, there's about 10 teams that I see Duke beating in the NBA. Like, no exaggeration. Like, I would bet money on it if they were able to go to 24-hour fitness and say, this don't count, this is an exhibition. I would bet money on Duke right now, bro.
Well, this is far as Jabo, he has a question definitely for you because I have no opinion on this game whatsoever. Do you think the Mavs cover the spread tonight?
I looked at that game a lot. AD has shit. AD and at a 10.5 spread. Like if they had Kyrie, I'd play this up to like -5, right? But they don't have Kyrie. Spencer Dinwiddie is a really solid dude. They do have Caleb Martin, who is a game time decision. I think that's the difference maker for this one. Caleb Martin is extremely good. When he was with Miami, he has skills that can be tapped into. Spencer Dinwiddie is really good. However, Harden, Kawhi, and Powell, that 3 is so underrated right now because of health and recency issues. The Clippers are like, 26-11 at home? Yeah, nah, I wanted to take Dallas in the plus 10.5 so bad, like, because I hate double-digit spreads, but I don't know. I'm going to stay away from this one, man. I like other spots, but if I did have to make a play, like if you said, gun to your head, pick a side right now, I'm taking Dallas on the points, but I don't know, man. this Clipper squad, they've been putting it together recently. And James Harden and Kawhi Leonard just got into a verbal altercation, and everybody saw it. And if you go to my Twitter page, you will see it. I retweeted it. They interviewed Kawhi afterwards, and he said it the best way that you could ever say it. He said, it was supposed to happen. That's what happened when you have winners together. It was good for us. And he took accountability for it, because basically James Harden called him out for bullshitting. And he took accountability for it and said, no. He was right for doing what he did. We will be better for it. And everybody in the locker room is on the same page. So to me, that shows a person who could take accountability, who could be a leader, and they're leading by example. So I love that it happened. I played football back in the day. Not gonna tell you my stats of school or nothing like that. I wasn't that good. But fights happen a lot. It's just if you see it or not. Like, fights are happening in locker rooms. So much damn testosterone. Like, it's going to happen. So no heavy play. Yeah, I'm definitely with you, man. But yeah, that's where I'm at.
All right, guys. Let's get down to it here. Um, start off this one today. Let's actually do our play of the day first.
Okay.
Let's go and get this one out of the way.
So which Celtics are we taking, first half or full game?
I was about to say, man, I really like that first half.
Bro, let's run with the first half then. I don't hate it. I love it. Like, I just like the full game, because I'm like, I've seen them do it multiple ways. They've done it, and it's just like, you don't have a chance in overtime. That's usually why I like taking full games. Just because it gets close in the end,
I don't think this is going to be an overtime game.
This is not going to be that type of game. So I'm on that first half with you. I see the Celtics dropping, like, they could probably keep it slow and do like a 30 or 27 point first quarter, 38 point second quarter, and just blow this shit out the water, like, or vice versa. Like,
I was about to say, I'm like really thinking that they come out strong here. I'm actually really expecting them to be in more in that 63 to 65 extra point range here tonight.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's where I'm at. All right, guys, play of the day is out of the way. So that means there's one thing left. Our parlay of the day. We have hit this the past 3 days. So I was going to say the pressure's on, but really the pressure's not on because actually we are so far up on the actual week that there's definitely no pressure here.
You still got to set the bar so that next week we can be better. Like,
yeah. I'm going to let you go first here.
Oh shit! Why did you do that? Okay. I'm stuck between Jared Allen and Derek White. Shit. You know what? Derek White has a blowout factor.
He does, definitely.
Jared Allen doesn't. So I'm okay. Now I'm on Jared Allen. I don't know if I want the double-double or the points. Which one is less juice between the double-double and the points? That's the one that I'm on.
Let's see. I can give you over 14.5 points at minus 112.
Okay, that's low. That's lower than 120. That's.
Do you want me to look and see what the other one is?
Is the other one plus money? Because if it's plus money, I'd rather take that one.
I'm gonna try to find it here. I'm not sure. It's actually plus 115.
Shit.
Jared Allen double plus 115.
Bro, let's live a little. Plus 115. We already up. Playing for profit. If you're nervous, take the points at the 14.5. I like both of these plays. Look, I know it seems like I just picked it willy-nilly, but I've been staring at this all day. I text JD like around like 2 and was like, bro, I've been looking at this shit all day. Like,
Yeah.
But plus 115 in a parlay, yeah, there's about to be some insane odds on a Friday night. If you want to be hesitant, take the minus 112, do it. But oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. 285, man.
Yeah, give us the Dodgers money line, pair with that. Jared Allen double plus 285.
Damn.
Definitely liking that one.
I feel like we got to take a little bit more risk because yesterday's cash in the first half, bro. Like that shit wasn't fun. Like your prop cash at what, the 4th inning? Mine cash at like the late second, early third. Like, give the people some sweat on a Friday, man.
Oh man, yeah, guys. There's our parlay of the day. There's our play of the day. There. Couple more things before we get out of here. As far as this weekend goes, as actually far as the NBM team, we got a lot going on. We got like the UFC, we got baseball, we got basketball, we got golf plays, we got hockey plays. I mean, like the hockey, like the whole actually like props. Like our guy is absolutely killing it.
Bro, Fleming is
yeah. He's on another level when it actually comes to all of that. So yeah, if you want to get actually with us this actual weekend, send me a DM and actually I will hook you up with actually something.
There you go.
So yeah, and I'm actually doing that because Fridays, as far as the shows and everything, as far as our numbers, Fridays are normally a little bit slower. But as actually like as far as the 12 o'clock show today, we had over 12. I mean, we had over 1,500 people live. So that was a big Friday show for us. And then this show here, this is a newer show. We're still just kind of getting it going. And this afternoon, y'all have actually made actually this our actual largest show with actually over 500 people live here currently. So definitely appreciate y'all. We will be back next week, Monday through Friday, 5 o'clock. We will definitely see y'all here. One more time, play of the day. Celtics first half team total over 59.5. The parlay of the day is Dodgers money line. Pair that with Jarrett Allen double at plus 285. Joe, it was a great show. It has been a awesome week. We're up big. So I was about to say, yeah. So actually, things are just going really well for us here. So yeah, man, tell them where to find you, what you have going on, and take us out of here.
You can find me at Lay Off the Juice on Twitter/X. That's my gambling page. Where My Cup is my personal. If you want to hear how I think personally, whatever. But if you want strictly gambling, the stuff that I look at, the qualitative stuff that I match with my analytics, look at Lay Off the Juice. I love quoting like 20-second videos of NBA plays, and then I come and talk to you guys about it so that you guys can see that I'm not just pulling this out my ass. It's actually time invested. So there you go. I like to end the show with a little rap quote, man. And I'm going to paraphrase this. There was once a guy that said, I'm your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. We're your favorite capper's favorite capper. Keep it real. Friday, all love, peace, hair grease, all that good stuff, man. You either win with us or watch us win. Either way, let's fucking win, baby.
Let's fucking win, guys. See ya.